Hello,
Hello,
long lost.
Kendra.
Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. But anyway, it's very nice to meet you and talk to you.
It's lovely to meet you too. And I saw on Facebook that you are involved in this wonderful production of Rigoletto.
Yes, I'm doing, yeah.
Yeah, and this is wonderful, and I would love for you to tell me more about this.
Oh, yes.
Mm.
Actually, this Rigoletto is which I supposed to do on last year, actually, in last year. But because of the pandemic, so it got delayed. So
Mm.
but it's very nice that we are going to present our Rigoletto again, and it's a
Mm.
very nice and just gorgeous, dreamy production. It's
Mm.
a lake, and everything is really just from our director's fantastic ideas. It's just very impressive, I'm sure.
Yeah, I saw this huge head
Yeah,
that's on the stage, and it's amazing how they built that and how that's on the water. I mean, this is wonderful.
indeed. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And being on the water, how does that feel? Is it very sturdy, or can you feel or are you aware that you're on the water? So, put it this way.
Basically, we play and sing on a pitch which be built on the water. Actually, everything is quite safe. That, of
Okay.
course, sometimes when I sing some parts, I can feel yes, I'm on the water, but
Mm.
it's really special and a nice feeling to me because I never have this experience. That's the sing
Yeah.
opera and getting so close with the nature, you know,
Mm.
because it's really on the lake. Everything is so beautiful. If it's luckily it's a beautiful weather, so you
Mm.
can really find it's a very beautiful picture, with the opera, with the beautiful music, and with the sunset, and with the beautiful water, and
Mm.
on the lake. Is everything is just so romantic, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
interesting.
mean,
Yeah,
just the visuals of it already is so fascinating. Is
yeah.
there a difference in the sound of your voice? Because I'm thinking, does the sound reflect on the water? You know that because when you're in water, usually it sounds harder or louder. So
Sure.
is that something that you find?
Well, the acoustic is
Mm.
totally different with the theaters, with opera houses. I mean, but we use microphone because on the
Oh,
lake, on the so empty outside place, it's impossible to sing with our own voice. So,
mm,
but with we I think is in the rehearsal time, it
mm.
was a little bit difficult because we all rehearsal without microphone. So we
Oh,
sing with our voice on the lake.
mm,
Yeah, it's a big challenge for the
mm.
technique of our singers. So,
Okay, yeah.
but it was fine actually. And in
Mm,
the performance, we always use microphone, and the sound, is really very, very top quality. So
mm.
it's basically can keep our uh, original colorful voice, and the
Yeah.
sound is very beautiful for our singer also. I feel very, very good singing with this microphone.
Okay.
It's much better than I expected.
Yeah, because I wanted to ask you now specifically is that you are used to projecting your voice in a natural way without a microphone. So do
Yes.
you have to hold back a little bit when you use a microphone?
Well, sometimes you can do, but mainly for me, it's a 95, let's see, 95% of the technique are the same, is the same.
Okay.
I
Mm.
mean, anyway, for as a professional singer, I mean, if you are a professional singer, you have to know in different conditions of acoustic, you have
Mm.
to keep your instrument like very stable and reliable.
Mm.
It cannot be changed by you use microphone or use not. It doesn't mean if you don't use microphone, if you sing the very big house, you need to push. And you sing the microphone, you can hold back a little bit. It's not a very healthy way for me at least. So I always sing the same way, but sometimes of course you can do more soft voice, mezza voce with the microphone. It's more possibilities because it can really project to the audience. So for me, it's the only difference. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And now, how far are you from the audience in distance when you're on the water, for example? Is it still possible for you to connect in a way with your audience, or do they feel too far away?
Well, until now, so far, I haven't seen a rehearsal with the audience.
Okay.
And my first, I will sing the premiere of the Wiederaufnahme, and this will be my first time to sing to the audience. Before I will do a dressing rehearsal, but it's still without the audience. So
I see.
I don't know, but I can see the empty seats. I think there is indeed quite a distance, actually, yes. But for me, I think it's a little difficult also as for acting. It's a little different with the acting in opera house.
Oh, I see.
So I think for me, I think I exaggerate a little bit my movement or the expression on my face. I exaggerate a little bit. I think, but because I think it's needed. Because it's very far away from the audience and a very big, huge stage and in different positions. So I think it's quite important for me to do something more expressive. It's expressively. Yeah.
And so
I think with that, I can build a good connection with the audience.
And is this now your first time coming back out of lockdown performing, or have you done other performances before?
Well, no, actually after this lockdown, my first production was Lady Zilda d'Amore in Hannover Staatsoper. Because I'm still in the ensemble of Hannover Staatsoper. But after from next season, it's very quick. I will be freelance. So when I was still in ensemble of Hannover Staatsoper, I saw my Nemorino as the first production after the lockdown. Yeah.
Okay. And how was that for you? Was that a good feeling?
It was fantastic. I really missed that production. Actually, it was very successful performance also, and I also missed the melody of Una furtiva lagrima.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's so wonderful to hear everybody saying how excited they were to come, to be back on stage and be with the audience after the whole lockdown situation.
Of course, yes.
Yeah. And it's so wonderful that these big productions now that you are part of, can go ahead, and that there's more freedom also for audiences outside, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
And now I want to ask you something on a very lighter note, and that is what do you do before a performance? Do you have a ritual? Do you do something before a performance?
Before the performance, what do I do?
Yeah, do you have a ritual?
Actually, this is really a sharp question and a very difficult question, but very good question. Because, until now, I'm still confused that what should I do just before the performance, in the performance day, Because usually we always have the performance at least, 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. And for our production, we will start at 9 o'clock p.m. So 9:15, 9 o'clock 15, because we have to to match the make the opera with the sunset together. It's a yeah, because we are outside, so it's very late. It's a good question. That's what should I do in the daytime actually. Basically, I think firstly I like walking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I will do some walk, but not very extreme sport, which make me exhausted. No, I will not do that. But fast walk I will do because it makes me feel energetic.
Yeah.
And also like warm up for my body. And I don't really like warm up my voice a lot in the performance day.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, yeah. Usually, I just sing few phrases just before the performances. Maybe in the daytime, I just sing 5 minutes maximum. That's all. I mean, for me, I mean, for the different singers, they have different way. Some singers they always warm up 2 or 3 hours before the performance. But for me, I really couldn't do that actually. Yeah. But mostly I like walking, and I also like eat some good food, but light food, because I mean with the experience building the experience, I found sometimes if I eat some heavy food, I will feel my body is a little bit weak because I have to spare my energy to digest the food. So I prefer to some light food, but nice food. So always I cook for myself. And sometimes, if also I will read some books, make me a little bit calm down. And just before the performance, maybe I will start to do more vocally or physically warm up, into go to the stage.
Do you feel that you want to be alone usually before performance, or do you mind?
Yes, I'm unfortunately the typical tenor.
Oh, is it?
Which who is quite fragile actually. I don't like very much how to say the interacting. I prefer to stay alone and concentrate and calm, and I like this because it's for our profession, it's quite demanding, especially for tenor, because every night of a performance we have to take the challenge with so many different notes. And also sometimes if the production is need you to do a lot of physical movement acting, sometimes the energy must be carefully saved.
And when you're then finished, are you then more relaxed then? And what do you do when you're done with the performance?
Well, every time after the performance, usually I usually would like to go to have a drink with my colleagues or my friends or my or the friends who came for my performances. But since the pandemic, I think we didn't do so much celebration after the performance. It's quite weird actually. After so exciting performance, and we go home, go our own home. So it's a little bit weird, but I hope, I think from now it's quite better and better. So let's hope, maybe I will, after the performance, I will drink a little, maybe 1 cup beer.
Oh, you have a beer afterwards?
Yeah, I like beer, yes.
Yeah, I heard another tenor saying that he opens a bottle of wine. But you're a beer man, okay.
Okay, I'm a tenor of beer,
Okay. Yeah, but I think we will all appreciate, these things, like you say now, things that we weren't able to do during the pandemic. That we appreciate it now more, being together and doing things together, and like you said, celebrate together after performance.
Sure.
So yeah, so I think that will happen probably more.
Yeah. Let's hope. Yeah, I'm really looking forward actually. Yeah. I really actually I missed a lot the feeling of singing on the stage actually, because in the lockdown actually I lost a lot of opportunities to perform actually. So most of the time I stayed at home, it was really boring. And I was so sorry to my neighborhoods. But
really?
but they were so nice. They never complained actually.
Really?
They are so nice. Yeah. But but it's it's really, I don't know what to say. It's really, I had no choice because as a singer I have to practice. And also I needed to sing, because it's my passion. It's I like singing, so it's really a torture to me that I couldn't go to the stage to perform. But now I really looking forward to the situation can be always like this good, and our situation can stay better and better. So
well, I spoke to a singer in Italy, and he said that his neighbors actually called him when he didn't sing because then they were worried about him.
Yes, I mean, yeah, I hope my neighborhood enjoyed my singing. But I mean, if of course, if you occasionally hear a good singer sing, this is a good thing. But if daily, every day like that, or very often, or unexpectedly hear some voice from a neighbor, it might be a not very nice thing, but they were very nice. I'm so appreciative to that.
I know, that's wonderful. So what is your plans now for, or what is your next project or performance coming up? Do you have something planned?
Oh yes, actually the next season will be very, very exciting to me. Exciting to me because I think after this Rigoletto, I will sing La Traviata in Komische Oper Berlin. And November, I will go to Amsterdam, Dutch Opera, for Don Ottavio. And then I have a 2 months holiday, go back to China until January. At the end of January, I will come back to Hanover Staatsoper as a guest singer for Rigoletto. And just before the Hanover, yes, I forgot. I will sing Rigoletto again in Frankfurt Staatsoper. No, Frankfurt Opera. And after Frankfurt Opera, Hanover Staatsoper, to Rigoletto, and then I go to Prague for my the third Rigoletto.
Really?
Prague State Opera.
Amazing. But do you
and in the end of April, I will go to England for 3 months for a new production in Glastonbury Festival, La Bohème.
Oh, wonderful.
It's quite tough season actually, a lot. Basically.
But why are you so popular for Rigoletto? Is that your favorite?
I don't know. I really don't know. Actually, it must we must go back to the story that why I fell in love with classical music and opera. So when I was a high school student, I remember clearly. There's one time I opened the computer in our high school, and we can go to online, and I think it was 2005 or 6, something like that. So in China, it's basically it's the beginning that people can really upload the videos to the internet. So I searched this Rigoletto opera. It was with Chinese translation. I opened that and I was shocked, and and totally I was attracted
Really?
to this opera, because I never hear a opera like hear a music like this. It's with a so nice story and so deep meaning, and it's about the really true and soft and warm and just the part of a human being's heart.
Oh, okay.
And I was so moved to this kind of music and story. And also, of course, the music is just also gorgeous. I mean, with Verdi's music is really and also with this how to say, very deep meaning drama together. It's really like something, a big punch to my heart. I was totally, I think, wow, this is something I want to go for. And after that, I start to sing as bel canto singing, and I started. So I go to the conservatory and built my study, and I came to Europe for developing my career. So it's a really so all of this is just means I think Rigoletto is really a special opera, and with a very specific significance to me. I think is so. And of course, I mean, maybe in this opera, I really know it better than other roles. Because I always listen to this opera. So I think maybe people think I'm maybe good at Duca. I don't know.
but maybe you are, because you love it so much that you project it in a different way.
Yeah,
when
of course.
Yeah,
I clearly remember when I hear the cabaletta of Duca, possente amore mi chiamo. This cabaletta, I was so excited. It looks like I was listening to some rock music.
Really?
Because it's really exciting, and I love this kind of music. And until the first time I made my debut in Prague State Opera the end of last year, I finally I enjoyed it.
Oh, I see.
It's like some kind of dream role, but it come true. Come to a realistic. It was a really nice feeling, actually. Yeah. But well, indeed, in next season I will sing a lot of Duca.
But I believe very strongly that these things come true when we really want something, or when we really believe it. So yeah, that's probably why you felt so attracted to this role or this opera, that that it's. And before that, you didn't do any other classical training, or was it just coincidental that you opened the computer and looked at it?
Before, I always liked singing. I always liked music. But let's be frankly, before I really more how to say, a popular music guy.
Oh yeah.
I never get in touch with some kind of classical music. No, never.
Yeah.
No, well, I never. I haven't heard so much Beethoven, Mozart. They were very unknown to me.
Really?
So, but after this opera, I think, wow, it's with singing, with acting, is the art. This is some kind of the art of the opera, the art of singing. This is really something is really valuable to me. Yeah.
Wow, this is a lovely story. I like that. I like how you got there. Because many people tell this long story, or they come from a musical family, or they started when they were very young. But you just basically downloaded something on a computer.
This was really the first connection that I built with classic music.
Yeah. I will remember this story.
Thank you.
But This is so lovely to talk to you, and I would love to catch up with you again when you do your next performances later in the year. And if you would,
Oh, of
like
course, I would like to do. It's very nice. It's very nice to talk to you, Petra. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. So, but have I can say toi 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 for your performance.
Thank you.
And on the water, it's so lovely and so beautiful, and I hope you have really a wonderful what do you say, set of performances, or I don't know the lingo that you speak.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Okay. Have a lovely afternoon, and thank you,
You
so
too.
much.
Have a lovely afternoon.
Okay.
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.